Hey, this is Mike McMillan from my Info Product Earnings channel, and thanks for stopping by. So what we'll do today is we're going to look at ScreenFlow, and I've made a number of other ScreenFlow videos, but this one's different because we're going to look at just one topic, and that is how to take, say, a long video clip you may have and take a short clip out of that long video and paste it into a different video, or paste it into a new ScreenFlow document that you want to build a video around. And it may seem like an easy thing to do, but I'm going to show you a trick today that can make a huge difference in how you do this and what you end up with. Okay, so I think you'll enjoy this. If you don't use this today or this week, I can almost guarantee you will use it sometime. Okay, and so with that, hey, let's get started. Hey, this is Mike, and I'm back. So what we're going to do, as I mentioned in the intro, is we're going to look at how to copy and paste clips from one video into another video. Now, it may seem like an easy thing to do, and it is, but to do it right, to do it the best way, you have to use a little trick that I'm going to show you today. So what I've done right here is I have a folder on my Mac right here. It's called Clips. And right now I just have two things in it. I have a thing called long clip right here, which is a 1.63 gigabyte file. Okay. And then after I made this is something, I just shot this on my iPhone, okay, quickly. And after I made it, I edited it just a little bit. And then I exported it. I went to File, I went to Export. I exported it as an MP4 file. Okay. And so these are going to be examples that I'm going to use in our training today. So let's open this up. This is what I call long clip. And okay, this is me talking. I just sat at my desk. I put my iPhone up on a tripod and I just talked I wanted to talk for 10 or 15 minutes. It turned out to be, let's look and see here. It was 14 minutes and 4 seconds. So it's just this clip that I've got right here. And it's one continuous single long clip right here. And let's pretend that, it's just me talking like that, okay? And let's pretend that I shot this video. Maybe it was going to be a YouTube video. Maybe it's a video that I've already, produced and put up on YouTube. I wouldn't put this thing up on YouTube, but yeah, so for whatever reason, you shot this video and you came in and you got to this point right here, and let's just go back right to 12 minutes right there. Okay, and suppose at 12 minutes you said something really important. Maybe I said something really important here, and I wanted to use a small section of this clip, maybe just 10 seconds, copy it and paste it into another ScreenFlow document to use in a different video. Maybe you're making a music compilation where you've got 10 songs where you played the guitar, played the piano, sang or something like that. And you want to take little clips from all these different videos you've got and put them together and make a compilation. This would be very, very handy in that case. But in a lot of other cases, I can see why you'd want to do this. So anyway, come in here and I'll highlight this clip, and then I'll come up to Edit and come down to Split Clip. And you can see what I did is that just split this clip right here. So I'll let this run for about 10 seconds, and then I'll make another cut and show you what happens. There's 7, 8, 9. There's about 10 seconds. So I'll come up here again, and I'll go to Split Clip. Now what I've done is I split this little 10-second clip out of this long 14-minute clip. Okay. And you can see there's the whole video, but we'll just come back out here. So right here, what I'll do is I'll make sure that we'll click on this clip right here, the 10-second clip, and I'll come up to Copy. And when I hit Copy, then what I've done is I have copied this small 10-second clip onto my clipboard. Okay, so I'm going to close this down, and let's go in and open up a new ScreenFlow document right now. Okay, so I just opened up a brand new ScreenFlow document. You see nothing in my media library, nothing in my timeline, nothing in my work area. So remember, I just copied that 10-second clip. So now what I'll do is I'm going to come up to Paste. I'm going to paste that 10-second clip right in here. Okay, and there it is. There's my short little clip. Now, once I've done that, I'm going to come down and I'm going to save this right here. And I'm going to call this, what should we call it? Let's call it Shorty, okay, because it's my short clip. Okay, so let's save this. Oh, yeah, we'll just save it like that. Okay, so now it's saving it. Let me speed this up so you don't have to watch this save. It takes a minute or two. So let's come back in just a second. Okay, so the save is done, and now you can see in my folder here, I have this clip called Shorty, and this is that 10-second clip that I had, okay? If you look at that, there's something kind of funny, though, because my original long clip, my 14-minute video right here was 1.63 gigabytes. This is just the 10-second clip that I just saved. And that is exactly the same file size as my original 14-minute video. That doesn't seem right. I mean, this is 14 minutes. Since this is only 10 seconds, how can it be the same file size as my original long video? Well, let me show you something. I'm going to open this up right here. Okay, and here is that 10-second clip that I had. It's right here. Okay. But the problem is that when you copy part of one clip and paste it into another clip or a new clip, a new document, even though it looks like you got this 10-second clip, that's not really what happened. If you look up here, you can see that it actually imported the entire clip that I took that from. Even though it just shows the 10-second part that I wanted, it actually imports the entire video. ScreenFlow uses what we call a non-destructive editing algorithm. That means it doesn't destroy the original clip that you start out with when you do some cutting and pasting like that. So let me just show you, just so you can see what's really going on. Let's come down here and let me take this 10-second clip right there and stretch it out. And you can see, I'm not going to drag this all the way out, but I could drag it all the way out to 14 minutes. You can see it looked like it was just that 10-second clip. It was really the entire clip. It's just that, there, I moved it back. It's just that it only shows it in your timeline as that 10-second clip. So the problem is, let's go back here in here. If I want to take this and bring it into a new video or a previously existing video, it's going to carry some baggage with it. You think, oh, it's just a 10-second clip, the file size can't be that much, but look at, it's the same as the original video. So if I bring this into another video, it's bringing all this excess baggage. It's bringing 1.63 gigabytes with it. Even though I just want that first, that 10-second part, it brings all the rest of the video with it. So what I want to do is show you a way to avoid this, because, for example, again, in a music video, compilation type video, if you're doing something like that and you're bringing in parts from 10 different videos, this could add up to 10, 20 gigabytes easily, and that's probably not going to be acceptable. So let me show you a quick way, another way that you could go about doing this. Just take a second. Okay, well, let me show you a different way to accomplish copying and pasting from one clip to another that's pretty amazing. So up here, this was our long clip, our 14-minute clip that I started out with, and I said that this, what I call long clip export, that's when I had this in ScreenFlow. I edited the sound and the color and the different things in there, and when I got the long clip the way I wanted it, I exported it as an MP4 file. Just go to File and go down to Export, and remember this was 622 megabytes. Okay, so I'm going to open this up. I'll double click on it, and this will open, and it opens in QuickTime, my QuickTime player. All Macs have a QuickTime player on them. Okay, if you don't see it in your dock, go to your applications folder, it'll be in there. But yeah, so open this up in QuickTime, and then what you can do is, let's try to make this kind of like the first one. I remember I went out to what, 12 seconds? Okay, so right there, I'm at 12 seconds, okay? And what I'm going to do You could start out anywhere really, but what I'm going to do is come up here to edit and come down to trim. Okay, and when you go to trim, you'll see that you have handles on each end of your video. And so what you can do is simply drag this out. And again, let's get, it doesn't matter where I go. Let's go to 6 minutes right here to make it easy. So we've got one thing. Okay, that's pretty close to 6 minutes right there. And then I'll take the other handle over here, and let's just make it 10 seconds like we did before. So I started at 6. Let's go down to 6. That's 6:12. Let's 6:09. 6:10. That's 6 minutes and 10 seconds right there. Here's that 10-second clip right in there. Okay. And now remember I said in ScreenFlow it's what we call a non-destructive type editing algorithm. In QuickTime it's not that way, because if I come in here now and I go to trim, look what happened. Here's the start of my video right down here, 0 seconds. And I come out here, well, I guess I only got a 9-second clip, but close enough, we'll call it 10 seconds. So now I have this 10-second clip right here, okay? And now what I'm going to do is come up to save, and I'll call this, let's just call it QT trim, okay? And we'll save that, and now let's take a look at this. Just see how fast it saved that? Okay, there's a reason for that. So I'm going to close this down, and right here you can see here's this QT trim right here. This is the one that was in QuickTime. I trimmed out that 10-second clip, and look at this. This is amazing. Look at the file size. Okay, it's only 7.5 megabytes. Okay, remember that shorty clip when I did it within ScreenFlow? It turned out to be 1.6 gigabytes. Look at this. This is only 7 megabytes. It completely threw everything away in that video except for that 10-second clip that I wanted. Let me just show you something that's kind of interesting. Okay, so I opened up my calculator. Now let's come in here. This is 7.5 megabytes right there. And I'm going to divide that by the file size of that shorty, which is the one that I edited in ScreenFlow. That's 1.63 gigabytes. So I'll put in 1630 because a gigabyte is 1,000 megabytes. Okay, and I'm going to divide this out, and look what I get. 0.004. If I turn this into a percent, that comes out to be 0.4% of this file size. So this one that I just did in ScreenFlow, in QuickTime, 7.5 megs. If I did that in ScreenFlow, it was 1.6 gigs. This is less. This is only about 0.5% as big as this one. So now if I took this and I dragged it into a new video or a video I already had, it just brings a little bit of data with it just for that 10-second clip, rather than bringing in the entire clip like what happened inside of ScreenFlow. So keep that in mind, because if you do this, it can greatly reduce your file sizes when you're copying from one clip to another. Okay, I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just ask me some questions down below the video, and I'll get back and answer them always within a day. And if I'm online, I'll check it periodically and I'll get back. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, maybe you can subscribe. Give me a like, do something good for me here on YouTube. And it's been a pleasure working with you. And as always, my very best wishes for tremendous success with all that you do on YouTube, all that you do online. So let's stay connected and take care. Be good.